Actually been scanned up as well, so they know that he's in this corner. Maybe looking to try and isolate him, but Nuke actually wins it. And well, the turret, I think, would have even got that kill if Meadow hadn't.
A taster of what's to come, right? These beautiful shots.
That's the last one.
Amount of damage done. Early aggression coming out of BBL to start things off on A. 4 players pushing. They've lost aim DLL to a quick shot from Mixwell. And remember, you know, Mixwell basically is an op in this round. Nobody has shields to work with, so if he hits you in the body, you're dead. He's got a lot of maneuverability with that weapon as well.
And it's looking nice and clean. Full stack on the... He'd normally having a bonus round, though. That's the one thing. And while they've run straight into Kushner, he's not going to be able to get anything more. Mixor just got a free upgrade to an operator. Avova's managed to get a kill with a pistol as well. And he was actually just dashing in to try and get an early plant. Instead, he's now planted and has an ult.
Oh, actually, that Cloudburst saved him. I thought AIM was about to have a free kill. He will, in the end, grabbing a frag and putting a 3 versus 3 on the board. G2 need to run down that clock on this one, but they're losing players left, right, and center. Now, we've got post plan set up here from Viper Avova lining that one up from middle. We've seen those snake bites missed before, but not by a player like Avova. Eventually, they'll be able to start this defuse, at least start to tap it away. The shock dart now moving around here. We've got Nuke coming in from mid, but he's got to be quick on this one. In fact, he hasn't even got an angle. That's a defuse as easy as can be for BBL. The A site, there's no option to go back, and so instead they're running right on into what they don't know is a stack.
Oh, how is he alive? How has he survived that? Must have had the whole team look at him, even going to try and bait someone in by tapping the spike. Could he? Just looking straight at it, making sure no one can get further forward. Aslan traded out by this aggressive position, and well, Kushner unfortunately didn't have any other weapon. Luckily though, AIM DLL is there for the trades, leaving just one man standing.
Viper's pits become very frequent these days, and I guess a lot of the time it makes sense on a map like Icebox, just because if you're playing anywhere outside of that ulti, you really do want to have a Vandal for that range to play with it. Obviously, your tracers can give you away inside that pit.
I guess it's also
downside.
He saved it, right? So I guess he didn't really have a choice.
You can give it to someone else.
Unless someone else,
yeah,
I guess
it's like,
could afford it, right? This could be perfect, though. I don't think they expected to be this far forward, and they are trying to go over the top, but there's players already watching it. Turco, the latest addition, again, just putting up numbers. He was fantastic in the series we saw versus Supermassive Blaze, and it seems like he might be on 1-6.
Surely at this point, BBL start to suspect it, and indeed, you can see how cautious Poor is being in taking these head peek angles. I don't know that he's going to expect someone to already be up that close, though. The early flank could come through from Meadow. These players on site need to hold on. They've already lost Mixwell on the op. Meadow needs to be quick on this one, making his way in through kitchen only now, and a double kill for Cutie. This is scary. He's down below, diffusing halfway already. The peak comes down atop the wall, and it's not enough. Just the one kill.
See, especially on that attacking side, so that's something that Mixwell's going to have to try and fill the void on. An Aslan on the other side, perfectly happy being aggressive on that Reyna. Again, though, it's looking like a similar sort of take. Be under the control.
Well, Turco is going to drop Mixwell. This makes it so much more difficult for G2. They can at least secure this plant. But someone else has got to take up that aggressive mantle. I don't think it comes as much of a surprise that it's Nukia who starts to push up and get behind enemy lines, but he's being caught. And that one kill that they found a little bit earlier on, well, that's canceled out right now because a res comes through. You try to deal with that, you run into Cuties off, and now 1v5. Yeah.
Oh, Kushner is gone. He's watching Sport.
Oh, okay. Mixwell's still up and at it, though. Spike's going to be planted. Mixwell trying to get out of there with Aslan covering from afar. Ends up actually leaving G2 into a better position. These Guardians having themselves a little bit of damage. And with Avova and Meadow sat there, holding for some fights to come on through, they won't. They have to step forward, go for the plant. Never mind. They step forward, go for the plant, and kill everyone before that even comes through.
Yeah, I'm actually surprised how aggressive BBL were there. Like, you know that they're waiting. They haven't gone for the plant just yet, and instead you just give them that extra space. Now they have an incredibly open plant. I knew that was coming. He's going to try and clutch this out. Jumps into the whole team.
readable. You know, they push B or they push A. That's Viper Wall's there. That's the site they're going to take. Mixwell's back up and online. Aslan down. Advantage swaps hand. And G2 just keep it going. This retake now looks very difficult indeed. But Cutie still alive. Still finding frags. And BBL don't want to give up on this one just yet.
And finally he falls. They've got a wall on the other side, but nothing they can really do with it. It's left onto Turco. 1 versus 3. I don't think they know where he is, but I don't imagine that's going to play much of a part, especially with this corner.
The classic running out and taking duels while the rest of the team had rifles.
Ducker does what he wants, Mitch. You gotta remember that. Instead, though, this after plant looking very good indeed. That seems to be the thing for G2. Like, a lot of the time in these anti-ecos, I think they've looked like the better squad.
Can't go back because they'd have to run through so much uncontrolled territory. Could be a player around any corner. Instead, you've got to go into this, well, what was a stack and what is now a free site. They've just overwhelmed them.
Yeah, that's all it's come down to. I think the last few rounds, G2 have realized we can just trade these out. As long as we're getting that refrag every single time, it's not so much of a problem. And, well, now there needs to be more aggression, and they're just waiting for those players to peek into the crosshair. Kushner, unfortunately, again, was on the wrong side of the map, so now he's in a 1 versus 4 retake versus a Viper's Pit with an op. In case you... Oh, no, never mind. No Viper's Pit anymore. Hey, that's a plus.
Nice of a Vova. Give him a chance. Oh my god! The plans. They want to fight for control, though. These guys want... Oh, they're still going. 2 players stacked up here. G2 are just on the rotate to fight in this choke point, and in fact, AIM goes back out into it, running into the firing squad. They've received the punishment, and now 5v2. This round looks like it's done.
1 enemy remaining.
Yeah, the shock dart eventually gets won, but it's already halved. It has to be swung by Turco, and it doesn't even matter. Currently have a Vova just sitting at the spawn, just in case. And that was actually a dink! 3 HP for Mixwell through the corner of the wall. Even still, though, Nuke is here, and Turco's left to try and clutch this short. One of the players is low, and actually, after this kill, it definitely becomes a little bit more interesting. He's wary of that player pushing him from behind and looks to maybe try and isolate him instead.
But that wall's going to break soon, and that's a problem now. Turco needs to make a move. And
going to go down, spam straight back. It actually kills the other player, so he will get the plant off. And Turco just goes big, managing to get a couple. At least the plant goes down, but he will be forced back.
He's going to be caught. Oh, no, he's just about... No! He's got caught! He popped the ulti and then got caught by it! He's stuck in his... I don't even know his bow. His head's inside it.
Have anchors on either side, so you've got Meadow on one controller and then the other on the other. But, however, Pora does manage to still get an entry. Now, as you mentioned, there are a lot of pistols in play here, but Hoodie just on the rope. Shouldn't work like that, but hey, what are you gonna do? 4 kills, round over. Aslan trying to save it.
Oh, nice shot. Already a good attempt. A player on back side.
Seekers, but that won't play a part in this round. Actually, Nuke's gone down as well. This mid-aggression has failed miserably, and just the patience of BBL will take over that control. Now things become a little bit more difficult. As you mentioned, SMGs for the remainder of the players, excluding the Tour de Force, and over. He might hit a timing here, but it'd have to be pretty lucky to get more than one. Now it's on to Mixo again.
The amount of steps coming his way. His TP not set up for this, so he's just a normal operator right now with a little bit of a buff to the weapon, but the shots aren't going to land. Oh, Aslan has mowed them down. They're already on A.
With how this composition works, G2 has said, like, a lot of their utility revolves around them getting aggressive, so to just play this almost passive hold on mid, and well, we didn't have to wait long. Rolling Thunder, good luck. Mid, okay, he actually gets one from that. A little bit surprising he's able to react in time. Pora, this position is just dirty. They're setting up a flash. Had absolutely no...
Have closed in the distance on him. Good trade by Hoodie, though. Oh my god. Mixwell? Mixwell? Mixwell! He just runs at them! But he's going to be taken down, thankfully. Hoodie and AIM both apparently on 0 HP. Look, they've got a sliver. Oh, AIM. You're dead. You're done. And that's a rifle retrieved. The spike down, and Aslan having to make a big clutch happen. He's flashed up. They know exactly where he is. And now even with Hoodie being low HP, you know, that element of surprise isn't there for Aslan anymore.
Okay, he's got 40 seconds to try and make something work. Of course, the spike down in a pretty... That to Mixo every round. He's going to be having a whale of a time. He's going straight through. He just wants to brawl. And you know what? BBL are all about that life. They'll trade back in quick succession and leave just two standing.
Yeah, this could be problematic now. G2 getting a little over-aggressive. The showstopper used up. Nukia trying to bring the party to them, but they're having none of it. Nice connection. But it leaves it into a 1v2. Avova, 15 seconds on the clock. He spotted them go to the site. Gravwell going to go down, but a little too late. That's already planted. He's going to make it away towards the elbow. Now there's two angles he can come from, but caught in the middle of a smoke. Oh, Avova! He's going to get away with both kills. Really and truly believe there's a point that he just shouldn't be that good. That's a spray through a cage to pick up one, a snake bite assist from Meadow, a spray on the cutie to take him down, the poison orb doing damage. Hey, this is why you don't run through Viper utility, all right? Isolates Mixwell, who's getting Rolling Thundered. The ult in hand, he's not going to be able to scope in, and he's caught in the open, back down to even territory.
Yeah, with Nukia so desperately low, things definitely become a little bit more difficult. You're looking at Meadow to try and get something done here, and both players coming from the heavens. Cosmic Divide also going to go down, which actually will allow them to fall without making any noise. The problem is they've seen the utility from both angles, so they know that they're up there. It's left all onto Meadow in the clutch situation. First goes his way. He knows where the second is as well! Into where they went initially, but again, as said, this is being watched.
Toxins going up.
Meadow's just swinging out wider versus these pistols. It didn't matter that the first player wasn't expecting it. The reaction was quick as can be. Aim is sticking around. He's not going to make it around the corner. Oh, wait, they actually didn't notice. Mixwell asleep at the wheel for a second. Aim manages to grab that kill, but he's backing off into heavy traffic still. Connecting kills as he goes. Ready for Avova to be there. It's left to Hoodie to try and make the 1v2 happen.
Not again. Not again. They've already had a couple of them within this game. If it happens once more, I think the mental will be...
End up just waterfalling down. Mixwell, though, has returned to defend this part of land. He was scared away by a showstopper, but now he knows it's just rifles, and he ain't scared of those. He's running out behind them, but he's being... Boris whiffed! Oh, he had him! Mixwell turned and still managed to win off screen. That then leaves Heaven into their control. G2 still fighting for that angle, and with a player in spawn, there's not really a safe ground for BBL to get this planted just yet.
Yeah, they're going to try and fight into Meadow, and while that hasn't gone great for anybody so far this game, having a stellar performance, but MDLL has also been performing incredibly well. Doesn't have any utility to play with, but is the healthiest of the players still alive. Instead, he's going to go pushing straight into Mix. Oh, it's just waiting for him. I don't know how he survived.
Into a lot of these duels. All right.
Oh, I guess the UK thought they were pushing up mid. Instead, they've got walking into Avova. Quick reaction shots from him. He is having a game and a half. Blinds Mixer, but it doesn't matter. He'll survive. And he's fighting so awkward. How is Mixwell? I feel like there must be something wrong with the hitbox because he is just dodging bullets every single round.
Yeah, that was ridiculous. The amount of shots that came at this guy, Pora in mid the other round. I don't know what's going on right now. Hey, Turco's got him at last, and another. Okay, BBL are still in this. Turco's low. You can pop a heal in a little bit. It's not online just yet. Well, he can't actually. This Hoodie's come up behind him. Good night, sweet dreams. 2 kills, 3 kills, and that's it clean there. Oh, Mixwell has accidentally caught the wrong TP. That could have been awkward. That could have been very awkward indeed. Oh, that running over them on this, you know, with classics, you don't expect very much, but still a decent fight being put up by BBL. At this stage, though, down by this much, I'm not even sure I'm interested in the economic damage that they may do. These sites and try to catch some of these players out. That flank through spawn's a great example, and that effectively means that Nukia is now going to become the super late lurker. They've dropped Pora instantly, and that leaves Nukia. He's hearing all the steps. 2 players at least. Hello, good night.
Oh, no.
All right, well, he doesn't take him down, although he does quite a bit of damage. Cuties again on 1 HP. You're saying this guy needs to show up. Well, he's almost been taken out of the round before it started. A good attempt by Turco, but much more to be done.
Yeah, the problem is they're going to have the thought in the back of the mind that they have to try and deal with Nuke here. They don't even know if he's wrapped back through mid, but he's currently just playing that late flank Meadow in a good position to try and fight this back. And with Kushner low, it's already over. Turco has to ace this to win, and he's doing a damn good job already with 3 kills on the board, but the time is ticking. And Meadow's just playing with his food, baiting that time down for his teammate. That space once again, so they're just going to need this instant kill, and they're not getting anything for it. Nuke now claims the space in towards the spawn. He's still pushing. All right. That might be a little bit overzealous. And Vixor's trying to pre-fire as they run around the corner. There's still an opportunity here. He switches to the judge. That's disgusting. You can't go for these sort of kills, Mix. Well, the res is there to at least give them a chance, but time has been wasted.
They picked their own poison on that one, didn't they? Aslan's own judge used to stop that push. The blast pack from Cutie leads to a bullet in the back of his head as Meadow finishes this one.